Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Phil Cunningham and Aly Bain.
Lovely to see you here again, celebrating St Andrew's Night. We love that walk-on music, and we've both actually had that tune recorded and installed in the kitchen so that when we open the fridge, the lights go on. That plays. A lot of people throughout time, classical composers who have used folk music as the basis for their compositions. So it's not a new thing, putting folk music and orchestral music together. But the atmosphere that we like to create at the show is one where we keep the informality of an Aly Bain and Phil Cunningham show. We keep that informality with the formality of an orchestral performance, and everybody loosens up a little bit, including the audience. And we like to play tunes with strong melodies, and we're very lucky to have access to good orchestrators. John Logan, the conductor, he does some of the orchestrations. I have a guy, John Ashton Thomas, down in London, that is my friend. He does great orchestrations. And people who are sympathetic to the music, so they hear the essence of the piece. And it can be a jig or a reel, it doesn't matter. They find what the soul of that piece is, and they send that to the orchestra on paper. And then we shut our eyes and we go and hope for the best. It's a big, unwieldy thing. And sometimes it's very hard to control. I don't relish John Logan's job trying to, hold on to the reins of it. But over time, we've all gotten used to each other in the way that we know what the orchestra are able to do and they know what we're able to do. I quite like watching the orchestra's faces sometimes when we just change things without having any dots in front of us. It's just like, can you just play that? And somebody goes, yes. And you make it up on the go. And there's that kind of structure. But when the orchestra are so structured, you can float a little bit inside it. And I think it's exciting for the audience to see that.
It's really an opportunity for us, traditional musicians, to work with an orchestra. And this is something that's happened over the years on occasions, especially on St Andrew's nights and nights like that, Burns night and so on. And although the musics are very different, they're also very similar. And it's just great fun because our music lends itself to orchestras. I mean, traditional Scottish music, of course the songs do, and that's been done for many years, but instrumental music is slightly different, orchestras play it slightly different. So it's a kind of a fun compromise between us both that we hope people will enjoy.
What St Andrew's Day does for me though, I think we've moved on quite a lot. And whenever the word Scottish music, we had this sort of thing of, dare I say it, singing shortbread tin and mountains and roaming and gloamings and all that sort of stuff. But it's gone so far in a contemporary way now that this St Andrew's concert that you're about to hear, I think puts just about everything that Scotland's got to be proud of. You have a National Symphony Orchestra of fantastic musicians, you have the best folk musicians, and they're coming together to create this new music, which a lot of the time it's not just something that's been, I don't want to name too many pieces, but something like a Scotland the Brave or something of that idiom, and it's just an orchestral accompaniment with somebody singing. It's a bit more than that. You'll notice we've got the folk musicians that are out the front, and they're starting to do things now that not necessarily just playing a top line. They're doing things like putting harmonies in and doing, so you can imagine this fusion that's coming together is absolutely wonderful. But this St Andrew's Day, we do have the reels and jigs, we have the bits at the end where the audience are clapping, we've got Auld Lang Syne, we've got that flavour as well. But really, there is a bit more of a serious nature that the folk idiom in Scotland is very serious. You know, although it's a different thing that mainly works out in little folk clubs and pubs and sessions and stuff like that. Now it really is on the map. I mean, we've got Celtic Connections here, for example, and the amount of fusion that's actually going on is fantastic. And I just think that the St Andrews really is a platform that portrays the best of what Scotland's got to give.